One thing I'd like to clear up is the erroneous 33.5 teraflop number that's been circulating for PS5 Pro. That number isn't anywhere in our developer docs. It comes from a misunderstanding by someone commenting on leaked PS5 Pro technical information.
All right, here's Mark Cerny talking about flapflation.
That limited the degree to which we could adopt RDNA 3 technologies.
Oh, man.
For example, games have something called shader programs that execute on the GPU. A game might have over 100,000 of them. If we adopted RDNA 3 technologies to the extent that code compiled to run on PS5 Pro wouldn't run on PS5, that would mean creating two versions of each executable piece of code. One for PS5, another for PS5 Pro.
Oh, man.
That's a massive complication. The game package needs to be patched to include that second version, and then the game needs to either selectively load just the appropriate version, or find room for both versions in system memory.
No!
It's a big burden for the developers. Consequently, PS5 Pro uses a version of RDNA that I'm calling RDNA 2.x, which is...
So it's not even RDNA 3.
RDNA 2.x.
Here's our boy. Moore's Law is dead.
The console version of that die, you know. The clock's slower, cut down a little bit to make it more economical, but it's RDNA 4.
RDNA 2.x.
But it's RDNA 4.
RDNA 2.x.
But it's RDNA 4.
But it's RDNA 4.
RDNA 2.x.
So that was a f***ing lie.
D-Batch strikes again.
One thing I'd like to clear up is the erroneous 33.5 teraflop number that's been circulating.
PS5 Pro has RDNA 4 features. Not yet on PC. PS5 Pro has 33.5 teraflops of performance.
33.5 teraflops. This is insane.
The GPU is a 7800 XT 4070 range. Today, I prove this and more in this long live premiere. Join me and let's talk about the PS5 Pro.
Do you even process what you say before you say it? Because you sound fucking stupid.
It's been circulating for PS5 Pro. That number isn't anywhere in our developer docs. It comes from a misunderstanding by someone commenting on leaked PS5 Pro technical information.
That number is nowhere in our technical docs. It was from somebody commenting on the leak specification.
33.5 teraflops. This is insane.
Bro, when the guy who designed the fucking thing calls you out.
This is insane.
D-Batch in October. LOL, the chip is not RDNA 2, it's RDNA 3 with RDNA 4 features. It matches the same CU count as 7800 XT, just slower clock speed. Guys thought I was capping when I said PS5 Pro is RDNA 4.
RDNA 2.x.
The ray tracing performance was the giveaway for me. Now Kepler, a top chip leaker, says PS5 Pro is RDNA 4. Guess you're wrong! So 33.5 teraflops of RDNA 4 is a huge uptick. That CPU though, 10% better. Oof, PSSR for the win. That's not how that works because if you have only, never mind. Haters trying to downplay the PS5 Pro's architecture. Cerny himself said Pro is between RDNA 2 and 3. You just said 4. Guys thought I was capping when I said PS5 Pro is RDNA 4. It's not RDNA 2 like haters say. Said it has like RDNA 2 features and most of our, no he didn't. That's not what he said at all. Plus customization. It goes beyond MLAI. Jesus Christ, you fucking guy. My haters are so hurt, they need to lie and increase the cope, bro. This is like double. This is like quadruple down. Cerny confirmed PS5 Pro can do 67 teraflops. Yo, how do we get to 67? He confirmed RDNA 4 and beyond on PS5 Pro. No, he didn't. He literally didn't say that.
RDNA 2.x.
He doesn't understand. Explain as you would a child.
What is it with this guy, dude? Chat, listen to this.
And guess what? This thing's more powerful than a 4090. It is. A friend of mine, he called me. And guess what? This thing's more powerful than a 4090. It is. A friend of mine, he called me. He has a 4090. He was like, look, I struggle with this. You know, he said he's struggling with it because he's seen that this thing do things that the 4090 can't do. It's not going to do that.
RDNA 2.x.
Do you see?
RDNA 2.x.
Do you see?
RDNA 2.x.
Do you see? So that was a f***ing lie.
All right. Piss or salt is back on the menu, apparently.
Looks like
Piss or salt.
back on the menu, boys.
People immediately run with the narrative that PSSR was a scam, it's a flop, it's not going to work.
It is.
You do understand that first iterations of technology like this always have rough edges.
So we're just waiting for the tools?
4 games out of 70 pushed out some bad patches.
Oh, no.
Like, are you actually going to try and use
Oh,
Star
no.
Wars Outlaws as an example of, like, oh yeah, man, PSSR is bad? Like, really? Star Wars Outlaws? Wow, what a dizzying display of intellect that you think Star Wars Outlaws proves that PSSR is bad. Or Jedi Survivor? Really? Seriously? Like, what are we even talking about here? 2 of the games, half of the games that had the problems and had the issues were games that quite literally are known for bad optimization. So are you surprised that Star Wars Outlaws pushed out a bad patch with PSSR? It's like these people just absolutely tour their way through gaming. They don't pay attention to anything that's going on.
That's a pretty big fucking coincidence.
Him to say that people tour their way through gaming has got to be the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You've got to be fucking joking.
WWJNZ Super Chat $2. Reforge, DLSS works fine on those games.
Isn't that crazy how it works fine on those games?
Oh, but it's not in the first iteration, that's why.
Come on, man. This is normal. And if that's the worst you get is 4 out of 70, that's a pretty good ratio. Or that Space Marine 2 is night and day, and
it's like
its
a
PSSR
4 FPS difference.
is immaculately implemented. Like, just ignore that.
Bro, get the
You always know you're dealing with a dishonest person when they don't actually give you all of the facts. They want to, like, shove all this stuff out of the frame, and they want to fixate on these things. And it's like, when those games pushed out bad patches, I acknowledged it. I was like, yeah, that's stupid. I don't think Sony should let them do that. I think Sony should have quality control. I put that.
It's because they don't fucking care. Because they know suckers will buy it for $700 fucking dollars.
It says Sony.
This is insane.